Millions of people all around the world are working every day behind the scenes during the coronavirus pandemic in order to help fight against the spreading disease. Doctors and scientists in numerous fields have contributed an immeasurable amount of effort in the fight to save lives. Here's how they have responded. First, detection of the virus. The first indication that a novel virus has emerged is when samples collected from a sick patient fail all typical tests for known viruses. When this happens, doctors will collect a number of samples of the virus, usually in the form of discharge, and send it off to a public health lab. Because the coronavirus is highly contagious, this can only be done in certain labs that have the ability to contain the research specimen. Next, characterizing the virus. After obtaining discharge samples, the virus will be characterized based on its morphology, its chemical composition, and its mode of replication. This includes genetically sequencing the virus and uploading the code to GenBank, which is run by the U.S. National Institute of Health, which may aid future scientists in detecting other viruses. In the case of COVID-19, it belongs to a larger family of viruses known as coronaviruses that are known to cause symptoms similar to that of the common cold. However, more recent coronaviruses that emerged, like the SARS and MERS viruses, led to very serious respiratory illness and widespread death. When virologists have confirmed with the viruses, doctors will be notified and serious precautions will be taken for protection from the extremely contagious coronavirus. Step 3. Tracing the carriers. Whenever someone tests positive for the coronavirus, epidemiologists make very detailed lists of people these carriers may have been in contact with. This involves interviewing the patient, sometimes known as patient 0, to learn about their movements, where they have traveled, eaten, or lived. Coupling this information with knowledge about how the coronavirus is spread, epidemiologists can get a very good idea of areas in which people will be at risk for being exposed to the virus. Armed with this information, epidemiologists will start working closely with the Center for Disease Control to come up with plans for containing the virus. Next up, drug testing. While all of this is going on, pharmaceutical companies, universities, and biotech startups are working hard to find potential treatments or vaccines for the virus. The ability to rapidly decode viral genomes is a technological development that greatly aids scientists and doctors today in creating antiviral drugs. Although there is currently no treatment or confirmed vaccine for the coronavirus, many current drugs are being tested for effectiveness against the coronavirus. Finally, administrative policies will be set. Combining the knowledge from scientists and doctors all around the world, the CDC provides guidance for government in relation to containment of the disease both locally and nationally. The CDC serves as a public health expert, informing the public on how to protect themselves from exposure to the virus and alerting groups that are more susceptible to becoming seriously ill due to the virus. Frontline medical staff, lab technicians, researchers and scientists, and public health officials are what have been keeping the world healthy, safe, and hopeful in the most recent months.